Ladies and gentlemen, may we all rise in honor of the bride. This is a very special occasion in joining Barbara and Shane in the union of marriage. Sir, and who gives this bride to be?
I do.
Thank you. Shane, may we receive your bride and bring her forward, please.
Yes.
Thank you, and you may be seated. Now, Barbara, Shane, the two of you have each had separate paths that led you to this point. But after today, a path will now be merged through one in marriage. And everything that you've gone through, any ups and downs, as you look back, it is what brought you to this moment that will push you forward through any day that may come later. And if there's a few things throughout your journey that I hope would carry along its way with the two of you, it would be for you both to always be willing, from the heart, to listen, learn, and to love. And by that I simply mean to have the ability to listen to one another, what it is that makes them feel whole and complete and part of this relationship. Because after all, they just may be the voice of reason. And secondly, would be the ability to learn. Always be willing to learn whatever it takes to help the other fulfill every desire, every wish, every dream and goal that they may have. And lastly, is the ability to love one another unconditionally, which means no strings attached. It's an ongoing love, and this is the type of love that I hope the two of you would wish to express to one another each and every day, keeping in mind that Barbara's happiness will always be far more important than your own. And for you also that Shane's happiness will be more important than yours. Because with that in your minds and in your hearts, I have no doubt that your lives together will be everything that you want it to be. So with that said, sir, I'll ask you first. With your presence here today, alongside Barbara, do you take her as your wife in promising to love, honor, cherish, and respecting her always, allowing nothing or no one to come between the two of you? Do you take her as your wife?
I do.
And Barbara, I'll ask you the same. With your presence here today, alongside Shane, do you take him as your husband in promising to love, honor, cherish, and respecting him always, allowing nothing or no one to come between the two of you? Do you take him as your husband?
I do.
And if I could have your bouquet, please. The two of you would turn and face each other and hold each other's hands. Now, as the two of you look into each other's eyes, you will see the very reason why you are here today, proving that at this moment there is no one more important than who stands before you. So as you look into Barbara's eyes, Shane, I'll ask you to repeat your vows after me first. I, Shane, take you, Barbara.
I, Shane, take you, Barbara,
to be my wife.
to be my wife.
I will always be there for you,
I will always be there for you,
through good times and bad times,
through good times and bad times,
whether we are rich or poor,
whether we are rich or poor,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
through laughter and tears.
through laughter and tears.
I will love and cherish you.
I will love and cherish you.
I give you my pledge.
I give you my pledge.
Thank you, sir. And Barbara, looking into Shane's eyes, I'll have you repeat your vows. I, Barbara, take you, Shane,
I, Barbara, take you, Shane,
to be my husband.
to be my husband.
I will always stand beside you
I will always stand beside you
through success and misfortune,
through success and misfortune,
through the joys and sorrows of life.
through the joys and the sorrows of life.
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
through laughter and tears.
through laughter and tears.
I will love and cherish.
I will love and cherish.
I give you my pledge.
I give you my pledge.
Thank you. Now the rings that the two of you will be exchanging, they're not only tokens, but symbols of the very love and devotion that the two of you are expressing here today. And my hope is that in each and every day with the two of you wearing these rings, may they constantly remind you of that promise and pledge that you have just made to one another. And in time, the rings may lose beauty, but I hope that the two of you would not only value, but take honor in wearing those rings for what they truly represent. And through your friends and family, the beauty will shine through you both. And the two of you will always remain a wonderful example for all. At this time, if I could have Barbara's ring be presented to Shane. And as you slip the ring upon her finger, if you could please repeat, with this ring,
With this ring,
I seal my promise
I seal my promise
to be your faithful and loving husband.
to be your faithful and loving husband.
And I feel so honored
And I feel so honored
to call you my wife.
to call you my wife.
Thank you so much. At this time, if I could have Shane's ring be presented to Barbara.
It's heavy.
And as you place it on, if you could please repeat, with this ring,
With this ring,
I seal my promise
I seal my promise
to be your faithful and loving wife.
to be your faithful and loving wife.
And I feel so honored
And I feel so honored
to call you my husband.
to call you my husband.
Thank you. Barbara, your brother. Now, if you love someone, you'll be loyal to them no matter what the cost. You will always stand beside them. You will always love and trust them. And you will stand your ground in defending them no matter what. Now, there's a short saying that I like to leave with the two of you. And it simply says, don't walk in front of me. I may not follow. Don't walk behind me. I may not lead. But walk beside me as a friend. Because after all, throughout your journey in marriage, that is what the two of you will be constantly building on, is a deeper, richer, stronger friendship, built upon the foundation, your lovely relationship that the two of you already have. And I'd also hope that the two of you would not only love each other for who they are, but for what they are also helping to make of you. So the 24th of October, a day that will now mark your anniversary, in the presence of friends and family as witnesses, the two of you have showed your intentions by the exchanging of your vows and the exchanging of your rings. Therefore, with the power vested in me by the state of Nevada, it is my honor and my privilege to now be able to pronounce you as husband and wife. I know, congratulations, right? You may now Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Deshawn, the newlyweds.